Gah. 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 Welcome, everybody. Hope you're doing good. We're so back. We're so back. Let's begin. Hello! Welcome to my snowy paradise. I missed you. I missed you so much, but you're here now, so everything's okay. Hope you've been well, guys. We're back, and we're prepared. I'm prepared to grind the hell out of this map and get it done as soon as possible. I'm really I read your comment, and you fucked up my sentence. The only acceptable Halo stream? Thank you. I appreciate that. These are the good ones. The best streams. Guess what? This map is working in MCC. It's not public, of course, because there's so much work left to do on it, but this whole map, this beautiful place, this snowy wonderland, it's in MCC, and I made sure it worked, and I'm so happy to say that it's even pretty good. Have you added the new Scorpion to Ultimate Forge? Nope, and I don't plan on it. It's going to be for this map. So, Ultimate Forge gets the vanilla Halo 3 Scorpion. It'd be kind of insane to make a more powerful Scorpion for a mod that lets you build vanilla-style Halo 3 maps. But everything here is looking pretty damn good, and I have so many plans, dude. I have so many plans. I'm going to decorate the hell out of this map. Genuinely, very, very excited for it. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. But hey, you can play Permafrost and get the cool Snowy Scorpion with the built-in turret. If you guys don't know, if you're watching, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I took the little turret off the Halo 3 Scorpion for this map, replaced with a little cogwheel-looking thing, and instead, I made it part of the main Scorpion's main gun. Just like Halo 2 and Halo 1. Pretty cool. Pretty damn strong, too, to be honest. Admittedly, that's destroying vehicles that don't have any players in them, which makes them a bit weaker, but still. It's pretty cool. Alright, we have the Phantom, we got the Scorpions, we got Mongoose. In fact, these are the Sneeze. The gun Sneeze. But where's the Saucy Campaign mod? We'll get there eventually. Saucy Campaign mod will, in fact, happen. Does this thing not have a collision model? Why the bullets don't do anything to it? That's certainly something. Okay. Anyway, Gun Snooze, also pretty strong. Not as strong as the Scorpion turret, though, which is kind of sad. Tank will be OP, except it won't. At close range, it will be, but this map is definitely not close range. It is arguably quite big. In fact, so big that you're going to probably want to use that turret, like, all the time. Not that you wouldn't be in any case, but, you know. So, we have this base right here, where I'm sure if you guys have been following the development of this map, you're familiar with this base. But also, but also, we have this base mirrored to the other side of the map over here. Finally, did that a few streams ago. And it's a little dark because I baked lighting as a test. We need to add some vehicles in here, and then I think it should be pretty good balance-wise. Can you at least sit on the side of the tank? Oh, you know what? That was the plan. I low-key did forget about it, but that was the plan. Let me see. There should be seats for the AI already built into the tank, but I'll have to double-check. Let's see, let's see. Do the tank have it? We're going to go to our brand new Scorpion Snow folder here. I'm fairly certain it has it. Scorpion Snow. Vehicle. So we look at the Scorpion. Oh yeah, it's got a bunch of them. The only thing it has that is making it not work is this. Invalid for player. If I just go through all of these, it should become valid. I'm gonna have to give it a string though. Those are the boarding seats. Yeah, so there's 4 side seats. That should work pretty well. Let me make a quick string for it. That way when you walk up to it, it can say like press this button to like ride on Scorpion. We'll go... I don't know why you would want to do this, to be completely honest. I feel like it would be a bit of a waste, but we can add it at the very least. So we'll do Scorpion Ride. Hold blah 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 to ride on Scorpion. Save that. And then, oh, you know what? I do have to get my folder open so I can run the string command. Let's do it. Get that folder. Give me like 10 more seconds. I just gotta grab my projects folder really quickly. There we go. Open up my command prompt so I can run all my lovely commands. Data folder. Tags folder. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to run the command tool UI HUD. Tool strings, excuse me, strings command. Then we run it in the UI HUD folder. That will give us our brand new Scorpion Ride. And then when we go to all of these, I think it needs, yeah, not valid without a driver. We just go down to here where the string is. Scorpion, oh, there's Scorpion Enter Passenger. Wait, what? It already has a string. Oh, wait, I have to... It's not valid without a driver, which is exactly how I want it, but let's do left front We'll disable that really quickly. No. Left front. Scorpion passenger, left front. I should have all the animations needed for this. Should. Unless I don't. Already an Ultimate Fortune winner, I found a Halo 3 campaign mod called Halo 3 Lore Accurate Edition. No. Use Warthog passenger animations? No, I should be able to use the actual animations for it. But I think I did something a little bit silly. Which was... Yeah, I made a Troop Hog animation graph so that players could get the Troop Hog animations. But what I did was... I removed everything except literally the Warthog animations. But now what I need to do is make another one where it has all of the Marines animations, but... Oh god, this is so unoptimized. Shit. Marine, Scorpion. I'm gonna have to consolidate these at some point. But yeah, what I want to do is basically delete anything that's not Scorpion Passenger. Total waste of space, but whatever. Scorpion, yeah, you see all these Scorpion, P, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep all the animations except for Stunned, Spectre, Scorpion Passenger, and then we're going to go up to here. We don't need this Scorpion Passenger. And then we're going to literally delete every other animation in here. And basically what this will do is it'll just give these very specific Marine animations to the players, the Master Chief character, without like overwriting all the other animations that they would have. Scorpion D, G. And there we go, just the passenger animation. So now I crashed the game without even realizing it. But yeah, now we should have the animations. Do I still play Minecraft? No, not really. I haven't played Minecraft in a while. The only time I play Minecraft is when I occasionally get on for like a multiplayer server, like once every year or two. I tried it single player with mods recently, and I just kind of was like, eh. I did get back into Overwatch, so I don't know if you guys saw the big Overwatch update where they like added 5 new heroes to the game and like did a bunch of crazy stuff. Did this break the game? I broke the game. Alright, I'm gonna do this the right way. We will delete Scorpion and Troop Hog, copy and paste. Marine Passenger will be the name of the animation graph. And it's going to have not only the Scorpion, but also the Warthog Passenger animations. We'll go delete, delete. Then we have the Warthog Passenger rear animations. And then we're going to go up to here, delete. And then we're just going to wait until we get to the Warthog again. A Warthog Driver, Warthog Gunner, Warthog Passenger. And there we go. Now all we have are the Warthog Passenger and the Scorpion Passenger. Now we can spam delete again. I think having them nested together just like broke the game. Consider using Echo's Spartan AI animation set for the Treads and Troop Hog. Oh, I didn't even know there was such a thing. That sounds kind of sick. I mean, if this works, there's not really much of a reason to use it right now, but it's cool that it's a thing. I didn't know that anyone had made an animation set for it. Okay, so there we go. Scorpion and Warthog Passenger animations from the Marines are in. And theoretically, they should work for all this. Hopefully. It's going back to being an Overwatch YouTuber? No. You still talk to the guys you made the haunting with? No, I haven't talked to them in a while. I will not go back to being an Overwatch YouTuber. But Overwatch is very fucking fun right now. That is factual. Why is the game crashing? What is happening? Maybe I need to do that because it was needed to be used for the player. Would you happen to know how to change the monitor's welder beam weapon and have it work in campaign? Change the main gun works fine. Yeah. I mean, it should be possible. Yeah, the game keeps crashing for some reason. That's weird. I'll do a quick test. I'll copy these modes and then just delete the scorpion animations and see if they're just like broken for some reason. Because the Warthog animations were working great before. We had the Troop Hog stuff, it was so sick. It's in the scripts. I think it's just the weapon attached to the biped. Like the biped, if you go into it for the monitor, it just has a weapon in there. No, it's crashing again now. What in the world? Well, this was insanely easy. I did this already. Oh, wait. Could it be that the Scorpion itself was crashing it? That might be what's going on here. Which people would. Think positive and quit thinking badly about Halo. I'll never stop being a Halo fan. I mean, fair enough. I will always be a Halo fan too. Just gotta hope that Halo Studios doesn't make the next game suck ass. Inheritance loop? It's a good question. I mean, it shouldn't be. Nothing... Oh, you know what? I think it's because I have the lip sync. I did not want the lip sync on there. I just realized that is not going to be good for a Spartan. I'm going to still do Classic Halo 2 mods? Probably, yeah. I love modding Halo 2. I don't have any plans for anything right now, but modding Halo 2 is an absolute blast. Okay, we're good now. I think it's fixed. I'm pretty sure trying to inherit the lip sync animations onto the player was not good. Thank you for the 5 Gyarados. Appreciate it.
Hello, Josh from Draken's Joshua. What do you mean modding new map? I need exact details of what that means so I can cognitively prepare precise vocab.
No. I actually just don't want to. I'm just really lazy, so I'm gonna go with no on that one. Yeah, sorry. I'm just really lazy. Hey, that's Scorpion Turtle. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that! I'm on the Scorpion. Animations, or the camera angle sucks, but it works. Sorry, Gyarados, but no. I don't think I will. What the fucking what? This one doesn't even have a camera track. Hello? Should really consider using Echo Sport animations. Yeah, you keep saying that a lot, but I don't really plan on it right now. This works great. I suppose I could download them, but I mean, it already works. There we go. Now we can actually see. Gyarados, thanks for the 5.
Wakes up. Mods, beats up green. Leaves. Doesn't elaborate.
So based. So unbelievably based. I know that bald guy. Is there somebody bald in the chat that you're talking about? Where are they? Who is it? Should I know them? Probably not. It's probably some random dude. Can you create custom shaders using like HLSL? Yeah, you can use HLSL. The shaders can actually be recompiled in Halo 3. People have made like PBR type shaders for like Halo 4 and Reach. I think somebody even did a PBR shader for Halo 3 once, but I don't know if it's still accessible. There's so much cool stuff you can do. I'm hoping one day somebody makes a Halo 5 shader for Halo 3, which lets like the terrain have like a world space UV coordinate, so that way when you do forge objects, they can like all blend together super nice. That would go crazy. Alright, pitch range is fine. But the real issue is this. If I get in here, I can only look backwards a little bit and backwards a little bit. So minus 105 to 105. I think I'm on it to be minus 180 to 0, if I recall that. Oh, the opposite of that. 0 to positive 180. There we go. Nice. Now I can actually see and aim correctly. That's kind of fun. Okay, 0, 180 for the left sides. And then it'll be Scorpion Ride. So we'll also swap this to text, HUD, text, boom. And then it should be 0, 180. And then we'll do the right side ones, which I believe is just 180, 0, which is the literal inverse. We'll test it, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay, this one's good too. The reason you make your face cam so small is because people wouldn't be able to handle your beauty if you made it bigger. Oh, yes, somebody finally understands. You get it. You get it. Also, I don't know if I talked about this on stream yet, but the morph suit arrived. I have it. I'm not putting it on today, but it's here. At any point, I can just activate it. It actually arrived like a couple days ago, but I haven't been streaming much lately. Alright, let's put these back on. Beautiful. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. So what explain? I did a goal like a while back to put on a Cortana morph suit. I believe it was for Ultimate Forge goal, and we actually hit it, which was insane. And now it's real. What happened to the Falcon's collision model? Oh, the turret would just like go through it, but this is... Maybe it had over penetration. Someone needs to fix the window interior shader for Halo Reach. That'd be cool. I love that material. I love that shader. I mean, honestly, I just want to place down some weapons, but we could theoretically do like a playtest pretty soon. There's not much of a reason to do it now until this damn Spire is fixed, but it could be fun to do like a Team Slayer match. It's coming back. Why didn't you say Cortana suit? Well, it's technically not a Cortana suit because they don't sell those anymore. But it's like a Samus morph suit, which looks close enough, you know. Okay, War Dog's too fast, Tread Dog's too small. Let's tune those values. You realize someone is going to download a clip of you wearing that and turn it into gooning material using Grok. What the fuck? You could have just not said anything. I hope you realize you didn't have to type that comment. Alright, what's the speed on the Tregus? I know it's low. It's like, I think default speed has got 2 of these. I think if I just change the engine max angular velocity to like double, it might just work. This honestly might be too fast, but I kind of like it. I think it's a little too fast. I think if I just turn it down a touch, but keep its relatively large speed boost, it should be good. This is pretty good. I turned it down a decent bit. Yeah, this feels good. I need to turn the Warthog down a little bit as well, but this is nice. Where's my Tread Hog? Treaded vehicles can actually go stupid fast in reality? Oh yeah, crazy. Got crazy grip. Alright, right now the maximum engine moment of the Warthog is 15, whereas the Mongoose is at 12. Let me try 12 for the Warthog. Let's see what that's like. Twelve's not bad, especially considering that this is going to have like a turret and stuff on it too. When is the full release of Ultimate Forge coming out? Very, very soon. It's nearly done. Release it every time you ask? Yeah, that's true. I thought this was an elephant for a second. That confused the hell out of me. Wait, did I put enough neutral spawn points, or did I get distracted? Let's see, what do we have here? This is a neutral team spawn point, and then an attack. So I only put 2 neutral spawn points. I need to have some kind of base situation over here. God, I gotta start placing these rocks with some purpose. The auto-generated rocks kind of suck, man. You know, I want to go look at the Mission of the Covenant and see how the rocks were used there in large and small ways. Let's go look at that real quick. I bet that's going to give me some inspiration because I really need to tackle that. I must tackle it now. Let's see. We're loading. We're loading. However Bungie did the rocks, I feel like it's going to be a huge inspiration. Right now, having the auto-generation is nice to just have something there, but it's also insanely ugly. I think we could do better. We could definitely do better. Ugh. I'll make some more coffee in a minute, dude. I've had so much energy drinks and coffee today, but I need more. Keeps me going, keeps me focused. ADHD's a bitch, dude. You know, any day now. Really, it's fine. I actually really love the green loading screens. They're very nice. Well implemented. So good. Alright. Let's see what we're cooking with here. So obviously we already use the rocks. You can see the rocks also used here, which is kind of cool. They're just sticking out of the water as like large spire structures just barely peeking out. That's cool. It's same rock, by the way. Same one I use on all my maps. There it is. G Fuel Gamer Subs. Actually, one of my friends works for Gamer Subs, and I've been really enjoying. Gamer Subs are super good. Look at all the same rock, by the way. By the way, same rock. All of them. All right, let's switch to the beginning of the map. Let's do beach. After all my Fortune Permafrost, what is the next project? I don't know, man. I don't see the future. Maybe a campaign map. That'd be kind of cool. Well, I like this. It's kind of like flatly integrated into the ground. And then they like put some moss over it with decals. That's nice. I just don't have any plans for anything yet after that. Soon, I hope to think on it, but right now, I'm not particularly pressed about it. They're very often like mostly stuck into the ground, which looks good. Thank you for the 5 official opinion.
I had a dream that Snowbound in H3 was actually a remake of a much simpler CE map, and now I am inspired to make that a reality.
I kind of like that. That's kind of weird in the sense that like it never happened, but also I could see it in the way that we would get like midship from Halo 2 turning into whatever the fuck it was called in Halo 3. And that kind of stuff, all the remakes over the years. You should do that. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool, actually. Using some of like the Truth and Reconciliation stuff. Yes, campaign map. I'm either a campaign or like a campaign firefight hybrid type thing. Definitely running in like the single player campaign mode though. Okay, I think I'm kind of getting the way this works, especially like occasionally there'll be like a really big structural one and then like some medium ones kind of stuck into the walls and sticking out of cliff faces and things. It's kind of nice. It's kind of super freaking cool, dude. Not Bungie just putting no seam here and just doing the exact same thing I did on Ultimate Forge and Huge Grass, where you just put the moss painted onto where the grass touches it. Well, the map assembly is the only time we see a Scarab being built. Yeah, I think that's sick. The younger me was like, oh my god, there's a Scarab on this multiplayer map. No freaking way, dude. That's so cool. What the heck? I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, I gotta get some coffee. Just had coffee and I want more. You know what? Let's go into Huge Towers, aka Permafrost, on Blender really quick. Because what I want to do is, it sounds kind of weird, but I kind of want to like replace all the rocks around and make them more purposeful. I see a potential of like some really great stuff when it comes to these rocks. Like placing them purposefully, I think will be huge for the map. Absolutely huge. Where is my freaking map, dude? There it is. Huge Towers 24. Mateus, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it.
On that same vein, you should make a bigger, better boarding action.
Ooh. I kind of like that. I think I kind of like that. Alright, remove the rock generation. I gotta find my rock. Where's my rock? There's my rock. Watch in awe, gamers. I got plans. I'm gonna do stuff like this because I'm crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Big old rock right there. I want to start by doing some very large-scale rocks and boulders. You guys can't see. I want to start by doing some large-scale rocks and boulders to kind of blend everything as best I can. Because I rarely place these purposefully, but placing a couple hundred giant boulders and rocks, I don't think is a big deal. I think it'll actually add quite a bit to the map design itself. At least I hope it will. That's kind of cool. I don't want to make these too big, though, because they will look kind of goofy up close if I make them too big. But then, like, here, for example, right? You know how we have this giant crater? I feel like this giant crater is a great spot for some of these big, big rocks. Have them kind of stick out of the ground a bit. That'd be kind of sick. That's kind of nice. I want to try something. I know that in campaign a lot, you'll see these rocks placed in these kind of like clusters. I want to try doing one of those. Every blame tool references, yeah, every blame tool references some kind of like great ape of some sort. That's kind of cool. I think that'll look good. It's kind of hard to see without textures, but I think this kind of thing will be nice. It plays a whole lot of these. They'll break up the terrain pretty nicely, I suspect, if I just kind of toss them around. Bit of cover there. Actually, you know what this might be really nice at, though, is right here. This could make for some pretty fire cover. I should something like that. Kind of like that. Should use that more. Maybe like right here would be kind of sick. Rusted Forerunner debris. I might. I want to put more structures around to be sure, whether they be Forerunner, human, some kind of little bases and things are very much needed on this map, in my opinion.
Hey, you ran past boarding action. Go back.
Thank you for the 2, Mateus. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what that means. Not gonna lie. If you had a clone, would you kiss him? No, what the fuck? Why would I do that? What is a clone of me? How does that differ from any other dude? Why not? Because I'm not into dudes. Why not? I guess I was just born that way. I mean, both. I'm aware. I am literate. I'm just not. You can use the terrain like Hemorrhage does it to have some subtle sightline blockers. I do plan on it. I'm going to try and use these rocks to create those. Like, for example, it would be kind of wise if I had some of these rocks and things on either side of the bridge here. This should realistically launch you over this giant boulder rock thing, which would be fantastic. Have the same one here. Oh, that one is way closer. Why did I put it that far up? I'll move it back a bit. That's nice. That should split things up a decent amount. You can have one broken bridge to ramp over? Possibly. I haven't made a final decision, but I'm definitely not against it. Your siblings are watching Halo Forward Unto Dawn. Wonder if they'll enjoy it. It's not bad by any means. It's pretty good. Alright, those are pretty good for big rocks. I'm gonna go back to the crater here and try a little bit more of this. Putting some of these rocks around big ol' style. That's a style, big ol' style. And see how I can get it looking. Dude, this is kind of nice. I wasn't using those rocks for cover I see. They are. I decided it after looking at your map. I knew I wasn't going to manually generate every rock, but I decided that I was at the very least going to place every rock by hand. I think I had 100 of them or 400 or something, and they were all really small, which made them useless and take up a bunch of space on the map. And I was like, what if I just made them really big and gave them all a ton of purpose? Like, that would just be way better. Try placing objects with particles and weight paints? Yeah, that's how my trees are placed. And the rocks were placed that way before. Tree. Isn't the original Blood Ghost made predominantly with terrain height variation as cover? Yeah, like with the hills and stuff, 100%, yeah. It's a lot bigger in this space. Maybe I should split it and break it up with a little bit more cover here. I hope this doesn't count as like out of bounds, because sometimes if you play something out of bounds, it'll like start screaming and crying. I should probably test that actually. Yeah, I think I have to test that to make sure it actually works well. Because if I put this in and it says a bunch of stuff is out of bounds, I'm going to be very sad. Alright, we're going to put this in the game really fast. So we are saved. We're going to make the tree particles real. Then we're going to decimate the fuck out of the map. Then we're going to do our skybox. Like so. Sure, that's all sky, so I think we should be good here. I'm pretty sure I can import this into the game as is. Let me just unhide everything. Portals look good. Rocks are good. Okay, we don't want to save, but we do want to export as a Halo 3 map with no hidden geometry. And then we just export as the huge towers AS file. It was 85.9 megabytes before, and now it should be, it should be around that. So we're going to go to levels, multi, huge towers, structure. We're going to put it right there. 87.9 thousand kilobytes. It should actually be a little bit less than that, because the instanced... Wait. My Sparrowhawk, I renamed the first variant, but now in Sapien I have to specify which variant it is. It doesn't just default to the first variant, even when I name it default. The default variant is assigned in the vehicle tag, right next to where the model is. It'll tell you what the default variant of that, whatever it is. And you would have to manually either erase that thing in the vehicle tag at the top, or you would have to write default in there. Still cooking. We are going to lose our lovely shit tier light mapping, which is going to be very sad. There won't be any more shadows, but I really want to see what the rocks will look like when they're actually placed with care, and see if they look any good, actually. I might end up even switching them back to non-frosty rocks, depending on how ugly they end up being. We'll see, though. I think it'll look nice. You can always make them blend into the cliffs and things better anyway, just by being a bit careful with how I blend them, which rock textures I choose, etc., etc., etc. So no shadows or shadows? Well, we have shadows now. Can I check stream chat for a sec? Sure. Wait, what is this? Is this like a pre-early Ultra Alpha build of Halo 4? What is this? Oh no, this is Mega Bloks, Chief. He has a little Mega Bloks hand. It's Guardian Forest and Mega Bloks! What? Oh, it's done. Oh yeah, it actually went down in file size. Wonderful. So we'll just re-import the map real quick. Tool, structure, levels, multi, huge towers, / structure, huge towers, .s. It actually should import reasonably faster than before. Not by a giant amount, but we only have, I think, like 22 total rocks placed down right now, and I believe we had like 200 before. Just so many. Which, like, it's not manually rendering every single rock because they're instances of each other, but they absolutely were having to be manually, like, imported and placed when running the import command. New bat files for this? Oh, it's not that bad. I have to run a series of various different commands through tool, so yeah, maybe you're right though. Maybe it'd be nice to have a bat file to just re-import maps and stuff. Maybe I'll make one for that. The portal's leaking. No! Okay, well now it's doing all the instance geo, which shouldn't take too long. Can I create custom equipment? Sort of. You can't, like, give them an infinite number of uses and abilities, at least not in multiplayer, but you could do variations of the existing equipment. They're kind of, like, hard-coded. Like, for example, the regenerator, when you place it down, is known as the Tree of Life, and it basically just heals players within a sphere, which you can, like, edit the values of it. Or, like, Radar Jammer, you can edit the values of, like, which parts of the jamming happens. They're all, like, hard-coded types of equipment. So technically it's possible, but unless you're doing a full campaign mod that allows you to do custom scripting, it's a little tough. We're almost there. We're almost there. If this looks good, we're about to go all in on decorating this map. Unknown, are you good, dude? Hello. Please, it's almost done. I know it's almost done. We're right there. It's riding the clusters. So close I can almost taste it. Yeah! Alright, let's see. How do the rocks look? They look okay. Texture-wise, they're kind of bad. But if I change their textures, then I think I like them quite a bit. I think if I just gave them a new texture set, I would be very satisfied. They're just kind of ugly, to be honest. Ew. Ew. Let me take a look. What texture is it even using? I don't think it's using one of the base game ones. I'm pretty sure it's using one I copied from the base game. Is it Rock Basic Trench? I think it's this one, yeah. And then the snowy detail kind of just goes over it. Copy that, delete that, what happens? Okay, so it is this one. Got it. Yeah, I don't think they look very good. I think the snowy detail is a bit much. Oh, wait, I have an idea. What if I take the snowy detail and tile it 0.5? Ooh, that's a little nicer. A little bit blurry, though. Yeah, okay, maybe it needs to be where it was at. What if I just don't have it? Okay, side note, how much better does it look if we do the most important thing here, which is do a test structure painter? Like, if I do this all the way around the rock, is it better or worse? I have another idea. What about those Halo Wars metal ground textures underneath the snow? It's a little vague. Not entirely familiar with what you're talking about there. What if I take this, make a backup of it, and then when it comes to this texture, what if I give it one of the cliff materials? That this uses. So I think it uses... I think it is this one. We'll give this one a try. It's like a shiny one. And then it uses a detail map that looks like this. Set that to like 8x. Then it uses a bump map. That's also on 8x. And then material model is the following. 0.6 diffuse. 0.4 specular. Okay, hopefully this is what I think it is. If not, it'll kind of suck. 10 on the oop-de-doop. Area specular contribution is 0.1, 0.4, and 0.2. What does that look like? Okay, texture-wise, it's atrocious, but we can fix that. What the fuck? This is not correct. Is that correct? That explains why it's so fucked up. That's not bad. It's not the one I want at all, but it's not bad. How about it's 1 1 1 10 1 1 wait 1 1 10 0.1 0.4 0.2. And then clearly something's wrong here. We're doing rock macro, rock snowy detail. Want rock basic, rock snowy detail. How boring. Which one is this? The shiny one. So it would be the green chip. Wait, so I had it right. I did have it right. Okay, okay, we're going back. I think I figured it out now. We're gonna do this. Basic texture is that. We'll screw the detail map. We'll go cliff high bump. We'll do diffuse coefficient, again, 0.6, 0.4, 10. Fresnel curve steepness, it defaults to 5, then 0.1, 0.4, 0.10. Then when we look at it, no, something's wrong. Does it use cooked torrents? If I change it to cooked torrents, is that better? 26.4 specular, and then specular power. No, so it was correct at 2 lobe falling. I'm so confused. Oh, there we go. Jesus, that sounds really shiny. That's kind of nice. It's not half bad for like a big old rock. A little bit lighter than I would like it to be, but it's not terrible. Oh, whoops. Bump detail needs to... Oh, fuck. Undo. Not bad. Not bad. I don't love it, but it's not the worst thing ever. Obviously, I'll need it to blend a lot better into the ground textures and things, but... just even as like a test here. That's not bad. I can't imagine how fun it was managing source control for tags unless you have it built into Gorilla. It's all just there. Any changes are permanent. And if I don't want it to be permanent, then I make a copy and pasted backup. That's the kind of source control we have around these parts. You didn't want a permanent change. Why didn't you make a copy and paste into the same folder duplicate? I love your channel, thanks, appreciate it. I don't have a GitHub. I do, but that's for tag releases. I mean, obviously I have much more to do. I'll have to like actually draw in shaders and textures and stuff and like, you know, erase and add pathways and things at some point. Probably not here, but in like Substance Painter or something I'll go in. Make some actually nice brushes and things. Make it look like little pathways are going through. But for now, I think this is fine. I like the rock texture. And I do think these rocks add quite a bit. As far as like the separation of terrain and like intriguing areas and things go. It's not bad. I'll change some textures around, make them look better, but this is good. This is a good start. Try driving around with these rocks. See how it affects the terrain meaningfully. Stream is going for 69 minutes. My god. Nice. Clear it. Fuck. Good enough. I'm gonna lower that playground. In fact, I'm gonna do that before I forget. I keep fucking forgetting to lower this stupid ass. Lower those damn pipes in the ground.
Oh,
Thank you for the 2 Mateus. He for gore? For gore what? Show the terrain. This side's okay, so then cleared off. I might dig them a little trench. But I also like your idea. That's not bad. It's not bad. Let's go this way. Maybe a big rock right here, too. Mateus, thank you for the 2.
I cast breathing manual.
How dare you? What is your problem, man? Oh wait, I really like this. Now with that giant rock there blocking the sight line and that one there too, this whole area feels really closed off. In reality, it's like fairly open, but when you're actually on the ground level, it feels pretty claustrophobic. That's nice. And these rocks add quite a lot to the actual terrain. Why is this stream lagging for me? Because you're lagging. Alright, let's go drive around a little bit with the new rocks over here, too. I want to get a feel for it before we do more. So this one's great. And this giant one sticking out of the ground here. More cover. It's nice. It makes the map feel a lot more careful. A lot less, like, crazy. Did service your snooze? It sounds like it's dying. No, that's normal. Manufacturer said it's supposed to sound like that. It's actually completely fine. But I do like how just adding a handful of rocks makes such a big difference. Like, I'm really a big fan of that. One there. Probably should add one like around here, to be honest. I'm gonna have some trucks temporarily. Those damn tree rocks, man. Should give the outpost some much needed cover. More rock variations to the terrain. Tell that to Bungie, who made every rock on the Mission of the Covenant this single fucking rock. Can you even tell in game? Yes, that mission looks worse for it. No, nobody's ever seen it. If I hadn't pointed it out, you would have never known. Nobody would have. Give the H2A rocks you ported, you goober? That's true. I could throw them in. There's that H2A hill piece, which is pretty nice. The textures look too uniform? Well, it's the textures. I'm going to change those. The textures, I literally just did them. They're temporary. I'm going to fix them up, make them look even nicer. Right now they're too shiny and all kinds of other stuff. Here, look, what makes it any better? I can even do this. Not that. Jesus. It's a bit more tame. I think it tiles a little too much, actually. It's passable for now. More bushes, less rock models. There will be some level of foliage here besides just the trees. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this or not, but I've been thinking about the trees a lot. On one hand, I think the map would feel a lot more like alive if the trees were bigger, but on the other hand, if the trees were bigger, then the map would feel kind of small, because the trees give you a sense of scale. If you see a tree, you're like, oh, that's a whole ass tree. And if I make them bigger, you're going to assume the map is smaller, because trees are like a very useful point of reference for us as human beings. I'm a bit at a little bit of a loss. What about some semi-random Forerunner struts? I'm not hardly against that. Some Forerunner pieces around would be kind of nice. Make sure he's 1.2 to 1.3 times bigger. Let's try something here. Good point that you made, and just to build off of it, not only if we made them 1.2 to 1.3 times bigger, right now, the scale is set to 1.5 with half randomness. What if I just set it to 2? 5. Okay, maybe not 5. 2.5, though. More than double their size potential, but also set their scale randomness even further. Not that far. I wonder if that'd make the map feel more alive. Thank you for the 420, Modded Gamer. First tip of the stream.
Man, when Ultimate Forge done?
Very soon. I'm still working on it in the background. Honestly, I didn't get any work done on it today, though, because the new Overwatch update was super fun, and I was playing it like most of the early evening and afternoon. It was a good time. I regret nothing. Yo, bot watch? Oh no, you don't know about how fun the new update is. I almost envy you. You must be so productive. Yeah, I think that'll look a little nicer. You'll have some regular sized trees, some really big ones. Map needs lanes? Exactly. That's why I'm placing rocks like this around, splitting the map into those lanes. Speaking of which, I don't think I mirrored this one to the other side. Actually, the other side doesn't need a mirror for that. It's kind of smaller. Could always just throw a big rock down like that, though. That's not bad. Is this map on the Ark or Halo Ring? It's in Halo video game. You ever played that one? Thank you for the 2, Laughing. Appreciate it.
What's up, rock guy? Don't want to bring the vibes down or whatever, but I appreciate you streaming. Been having a bunch of health and heart issues recently, and your streams help keep my mind off of them for a while. Big Priesh, bro.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 2. I mean, sorry you're going through it. I know that shit's hella scary, dude. But if my streams can help you get your mind off it, I am glad that you're here listening to the streams. No vibes lost or nothing. You're good. Get healthy. Tell the doctor to make you healthy or else you're gonna get really mad. Why is there Halo Wars in stream chat? Oh, they were talking about the Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I could do that. We can get some Forerunner medals in there. It's from Unknown. They were suggesting putting like a Forerunner metal texture on the ground that I could like paint on to make it feel like there's like some Forerunner-y bits under the ground. It's a pretty cool idea. I think right now the ground only has 3 materials, which means I actually have a slot for a 4th. Right now it's snow, which I covered almost everything in. Then there's this like rocky kind of gravelly texture, which doesn't look that crazy from afar, but if you zoom in, it's got like a, you know, it's rocks and gravel and stuff. And then the only other material besides the snow and the rocks is the ice. Is this not the ice? Oh, it's more rocks and gravel. I think ice is this one. Yeah, this one's the ice. Very slick and shiny ice. Are we gonna use some decals to blend between the snow and structures? Yeah, I can. I've already put some of those down as a test over on this structure here. Why is it so yellow? Is the sky not rendering here? What the fuck? But yeah, I was testing it out here with some decals things. I can like tweak it and make it even better, but 100% doable. Oh, speaking of which, I was also testing out some snow type decorators from the base game, which are okay. They're really subtle. I would have to make them bigger to do anything interesting, but they're there. They exist. It's pretty okay. Scooby-Doo question? Oh, wait, what? Oh, he did. Shit. If you in Reach you have 2 weapons that both use heat, is there a way to specify functions using heat from one weapon to the other, like heat 1? Unless it says specifically that exists, not to my knowledge. That's one of the issues I've had many times, is that weapon illumination and stuff seems to just be tied to the overall weapon tag itself, rather than an individual barrel. Or, if any weapon has illumination, the weapon illumination function will trigger it, which is kind of annoying. Sorry, I'm not trying to yawn. I gotta go get myself some coffee in a second. I get tired so quickly lately. What about snow overflow or icicles on the edges of rocks? Well, I like it. I mean, I like it. Seems pretty fun. Ooh, I have an idea. If I do this, scale it up a bit, shrink it down into the ground, rotate it a little more, I can create a sort of like sniper rock, I think. We can kind of walk up on it from the backside. Maybe snipe at people from here. Creates like a sort of ramp. That's kind of cool. Do one over here too. I'm absolutely gonna have to reorient some of these trees. Damn, dude. Coffee time. I don't know how much longer I can go without another fresh cup of coffee. It's rough out here, guys. It's rough. This is starting to look nice, though. I really enjoy how these rocks are, like, splitting things up, making it feel, like, a lot more unique. I'm gonna go grab some coffee, though. Give me just, I don't know, 5 minutes. I'll be right back. My room here is about to become a cat paradise again. My door is open. Peppy is very excited. That's why I rejected from the bathroom. What are you talking about? That coffee. Coffee makes me go to the bathroom. It make you pee and also poo. Can you believe it? That's science, actually. That makes me feel so much better. You spraying coffee up your booty? I'm in fact not doing coffee enemas. Not me, just like lying on the floor in the bathroom with like a fucking plastic bag at my booty hole, just like, God, I love caffeine so much. I can't drink it anymore, it's just not enough. Alright, dude, these rocks are looking pretty cool. What did I come back to? Listen, man, listen. To a completely normal conversation, obviously. Duh. Been weird here. You're being weird. A coffee with sugar and milk. Never liked creamer. I use oat milk. Oat milk's good. Not a huge fan of creamer myself. Once I found out that like Coffee Mate creamer was primarily vegetable oil, I became extremely disgusted and never could use it again. I thought that was the most disgusting thing I've ever heard, and I just stopped using it completely. Wait, what? Yeah, let me look this up. Primary ingredient in Coffee Mate creamer. Water, sugar, and vegetable oil. It does not contain dairy cream. It uses sodium cascionate, a milk derivative, for texture. But it is primarily water, sugar, and vegetable oil. So, just know, if you're drinking Coffee Mate creamer, it's vegetable oil. It's disgusting.
You know something funny?
Thank you for the
I
vibe.
never see people seeking out for the vehicles from the Avatar movies, even though some of them are really cool.
I agree. I think they're really, really cool. But you know what it is, dude? Something is weird with the Avatar movies where people just refuse to, like, form a fan base around it. People absolutely refuse. There's so much that's cool about the Avatar movies, the movie series. Nobody does it. DMs, are you going to show me the Falcon thing, the cool twin-rotored one, or are you going to show the dropships? Avatar Mountain Banshee Ikron. Oh, whoa. Yeah, these are sick. Oh, dude, this one is super cool. Well, let me make sure. Are we safe here? Are we safe here? You never know on these 3D sites. Some boobies could be hiding somewhere. Yeah, like, this thing is cool. It's like a space shuttle dropship hybrid thing. You know what, man? Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to start making Avatar Halo mods. What if they even got the mech here? Maybe I need to take us all to Pandora in the Halo 3 engine. Is there a way to get out of the Snowhog hangar on Permafrost? How to get out of it? Oh, there's a hidden button. If you're talking about the really crappy pre-alpha version, yeah, there's a little hidden button right here. Go up to here, hold E. It's on both sides. It's invisible. And you have to custom rig and animate all the blue people? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Especially the ladies. Yeah. 1 million glowy shrubs per square inch. Fuck, you're right. You're so right. Listen, if they can do it on Sierra 117 on Halo 3, I can do it too. Halo 3 can't handle it. I mean, 4 could. No, actually, Halo 3 could. You ever play that first mission of Halo 3, Sierra 117, which is the thick, dense jungle? Checkmate, atheist. I win, dude. Easy! Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. And how small is that level? It's actually very large. I don't know if you've played it, but it's a rather expansive and large level. That jungle is basically a tiny hallway. You're talking about massive landscapes with floating islands. Are we talking about that? I don't think we ever set the definition of what it would be, because I am not decorating, even whether it be in Halo 3 or 4. I'm not doing a literal full-scale Pandora. That sounds like doo-doo ass butt. Sounds like it would take me 100 years. Maybe if I had the Unreal Engine tool set and was able to auto-generate literally everything. Blender can do it, sort of, but also not really. Well, I say that, but I actually auto-generated a decently dense forest already once for the Stargate mod. Actually, let me look at that really quickly. You guys want to see what I'm talking about? Let me show you. You want to see a single BSP I did one time for the Stargate map? What the fuck did I call that map? I think it was a single player map. Solo, no, custom Stargate. We're loading the Stargate. Port Dune, less environment problems. Yeah, but it's boring. It's a big sand dunes everywhere. And I don't think you could do the worm very good in the Halo engine. Unless it was like manually all scripted. Alright. I'm gonna transport you. I'm gonna show you what quick and dirty, super fast, done in 20 minutes foliage can be in Halo 3. Ignore that. I did this in 20 minutes, dude. And it wasn't even close to the limit of what was possible. Bushes, trees, thick grass. This was super fast. Super, super fast. It could be done way better, way denser, way less effort. Let's finish the Stargate next? I suppose I could, yeah. Anyway, my point made. Back to Permafrost. I don't know what kind of foliage I would use besides the trees on Permafrost, frankly. I don't know if I would put anything else, to be totally transparent. I think it's pretty good as is. Stargate campaign mission? Yeah, I mean, that was the plan at one point. I was experimenting to see how realistic and feasible it would be. Turned out Stargates can, in fact, work in the engine with enough elbow grease. So. Oh, Demon! Demon, thank you for the 50! Holy fuck, my ears! Much appreciated.
By the way, this is stupid,
okay,
but I'm curious on your thoughts. I was playing that Halo 3 campaign Forge and spawned a Scarab with Forge and it just worked.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Like what scripts make it work? This S on the first level BTW.
So, a Scarab needs to have a manually set AI area, and it also needs to run in the campaign game mode in order to pathfind. Giant type Scarabs just absolutely do not pathfind in multiplayer netcode. If you're in Forge or multiplayer, they will stand still forever, regardless of what AI pathfinding you put. You can also spawn in Scarabs straight up, no spawn point hacks required, but you cannot pick them back up. The AI area wouldn't exist on the first level, right? The AI area wouldn't exist on the first level. Oh, you're talking about the Sierra 117 and you spawned it in there. No, it wouldn't unless they manually added it, which you can totally add it without trouble, but it really just depends on how they set up the mod. Like, if you're doing that, it could theoretically work. If you have anybody else in the game, they're not going to see the Scarab moving, or actually, maybe they will ever since they added the netcode update for it. You said it would need a designated area? Yes, in order to walk around. It can, like, spin in a circle and shoot and do whatever else, but to actually walk around and move rather than just turn and shoot, yeah. Thank you for the 2, Joe. Appreciate it.
Next project should be the Halo Reach Godzilla mod. Then we finally have one of the mods done from the Road to Reach thing.
The gods, I think that was totally separate,
I like
actually.
how the Reach Godzilla came out compared to the Halo 3 one.
Yeah, me too. I think the Reach one is way better than the Halo 3 one. We haven't spawned Godzilla on Permafrost yet. Oh my god. Dude, one day, I just need to be like, guys, I'm bored. I'm going to work on Godzilla again because it's cool. What have we done today? Is the snow gun goose fast as fuck yet? Actually, yes, it is. And I also slowed the warthog, treadhog down just a little bit as well. And I've re-imported the map a couple times because I deleted every rock on the map and I started manually placing them by hand. And I think it's, and I also retextured them temporarily. I'll make their textures even better in the future as I find out how to best blend them with the rocks here, but yeah. I started adding some like cover type rocks here to kind of section off the map a little bit. Added some here to create like a like 2-lane thing here. That way you have more cover from this direction. Added some just for decorative purposes to areas like this, which I think looks a little bit more interesting. Thank you for the 5 demon.
That reminds me. THST work JN progress dragon acrually breathes radiation.
Good God, man. Slow down when you're typing. But that's sick. That's just Godzilla, dude. You just described a Godzilla perfectly. Speaking of Godzilla, oh my god, look, it's Godzilla. That's crazy. He's gonna shoot the thing. He's gonna do the thing. The really early, buggy version of it. He's gonna do it. Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I love it so much. Man, original Godzilla is so peak. All your Japanese fans are tweaking right now. Oh, hell yeah. How'd you get the Scarab to stand up like that? I trained it. Is our Covenant vehicle bigger than the Lich but smaller than the Corvette? The Harvester might fit in there, but it also is kind of similar in size to the Corvette. I don't know if you could really describe it as smaller. Okay, that's right. I was adding rocks here. Okay, I think it's at the point where I have enough major scale rocks. Well, I say that, but also I want to add some more to the area here. Thank you for the 2, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you.
Also, the Reach one would have access to Megalo scripting, so we can do that survive and evacuate gamma mode idea that the Reach Godzilla mod was supposed to be with the civilian shuttles.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I really want to do. Technically, I could probably do it in 3 as well because there's scripts for like team win multiplayer crap like that. But yeah, no, I hear you. Actually, I made a pentagram. Oopsies. I'm gonna throw these big boulders over here as well. Where the fuck did my rock just go? And then I'm going to start doing smaller rocks, because it'll add a lot of nice variety if I do that, I suspect. Nice. Do another rock over here. Make them like reasonably evenly spaced. I think that'd be kind of cool. Then one more like here. I like it. Now, I'm gonna take another look around. Maybe a couple more big rocks, but I think for the most part it's pretty good. Pathways are pretty well laid out. Nothing looks too crazy. You gonna add any custom weapons? Yes. 100%. I will be adding custom weapons. This area could use some more rocks. Maybe a big one here. Interesting. Yeah, if custom weapons wise, of course I'm going to be adding the stanchion. I feel like it's a staple for any large scale map I do these days. I'm also going to be adding in some of the huge grass weapons, I suspect. That'll come to the new huge grass update after Ultimate Forge. I'll just kind of throw it out there. It'll basically turn huge grass into a kind of offshoot of Ultimate Forge for free. That would be... I forget which plasma rifle is... I don't know if I actually made the... I don't think I ever finished the plasma rifles now that I think about it. But I did do the plasma pistol, I know that. Which I will spawn in now. Some of you guys might not have seen these weapons actually, because the last time I worked on them was a while back, but... Power plasma pistol... damage type carbine... Damage type plasma rifle, and range type plasma rifle. This is damage plasma rifle. Don't know if I'll ever use it, but it's interesting. It's from Halo Online. Then we have the range type plasma rifle, which looks silly, but it's kind of cool. Though these two are kind of whatever, unfinished. But then we have the power plasma pistol. Very strong. Locks on. Fires very, very strong bolts. And then we have the damage carbine. Very strong. So, if somebody has these on foot, they're actually scary and you should be wary of them. Not as strong as the stanchion, but also slower than the stanchion. But you can spam fire the fuck out of it. Insanely strong. As well as Ultimate Forge, please? I think I will. Snooze has wheels when destroyed. Yeah, I don't think I've finished the damage effects yet. The damage effects are what actually spawn the wheels in as objects, and pretty sure they just kind of left them as they are. Light of Judgment, sure. Plasma Pistol Power. Covenant Carbine damage. Machine Gun Turret FP. Nuke Launcher, Stanchion, yes. Flamethrower, no. Solar Flare, no. Covenant Carbine damage. Plasma Rifle, delete. Okay, there we go. A little more organized. How's it? Add enough coffee? Hell yeah, I just actually made coffee like 15 minutes ago. I am feeling good, and I'm placing so many rocks. I'm living up to my name as the rock guy right now. Feels good. Feels good. Now I'm going to start doing secondary rocks. We're at 40 total rocks right now, and that is just not enough. To be fair, we could do a lot better than 40. Sometimes, when you're making a map, you need small rocks. They're like big rocks, but smaller. Speaking of which, actually, did it ever say... Oh, I might be able to fix that. Okay, anyway, yeah, more small rocks. David Jones! Thank you for the 2, man. Good to see you.
Hey everyone in chat.
Oh god.
Piss yourselves right now.
Nice. That's epic style. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 69! Don't forget to piss yourselves.
Rotated Covenant Rock.
It's the name of my new band. How did you know? How did you know about that? I literally haven't told anybody about that. How did you know that? How does that rock look? This one's kind of sucky, right? That's okay. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 420.
Covenant Rock still lives rent-free.
It lives rent-free in everyone's heads, to be fair.
Every time I'm rotating something in 3D, I say to myself, get rotated, kid.
And you're real for that. Those things are getting rotated. That's a factual statement. Why are there trees up here? What the fuck? Alright, I low-key want to see how this looks in-game. Clear up some of these areas where there's a bunch of trees inside the rocks, though. There's some there, that's fine. Nothing too crazy there. Get rid of some of this. So the pathways are a little more open. Definitely got to get rid of these trees. They're like inside this rock. That's fine. That's fine. This one is not fine. Where else? I think that's... I guess there's a little bit here. potentially a little bit there. And I think it's good elsewhere. Oh, you know what? I didn't put any rocks in the canyon areas. I almost forgot about them, dude. Oh, what the hell? I didn't put any rocks in the fucking canyons. Fuck! That's the only place I painted trees here? What the fuck, man? What else am here? Alright, that should be fine. Now, do we put this in game? Take the rock from the Covenant mission and simply rotate it. Takes a lot of work to take the rock from the Covenant and rotate it, placing it in various different places at different sizes and rotations, but, you know, somehow I manage it, man. Somehow I manage to do it. It ain't easy work, but it's honest work. Now we're getting somewhere. How many? We have barely 50, and these are way nicer and way more impactful than any rocks I've placed down prior. Ciao. That should be nice. What else did I do? I needed another one over here, a little rock to break up this area. Nice. What's this? Thanks for the 2.
Gucking, gucking.
That's me, I'm the king. Stupid. Shape isn't good. Alright, I want to put that in the game and see if this is any good now. I put a fuck ton of these rocks down, and I really want them to... I want them to look good. Let's do that. Thing for the two. Step 1. Make good trees. Alright, so we save. And then we make the trees real. Boom, boom. Save. Make trees real. Delete the auto generator. Step 2. I'm going to actually try beveling it this time real quick. Select the bevels. Thank you for the
I'm
5.
bored.
Okay.
Would you kindly stand up from your chair and do a perfect backflip?
Oh, easy, dude. That's so easy. Yeah, yeah, of course. Give me 1 second. I'll remember to do that. I'm not going to forget to do that because, honestly, it's extremely easy for me. That's like the easiest request I've ever gotten. I'm extremely athletic, which should be obvious from the work that I do here. Alright, 2 things. 1, assign this to the cliff material. 2, remove it from inbounds ground and inbounds cliff. Now, I decimate. Now, I think I'm pretty much good here. Delete whatever random shit's over here. Make sure that's the sky. And put it in the game. No hidden geometry. Put it there. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the backflip. It was pretty soon. It was pretty sick. Oh, no N-gons, just tries living in the moment. Everything put into the game engine is triangulated. Well, everything exported from Blender is automatically triangulated with the way it's set up here, but N-gons mean nothing to me. They are all just a series of triangles in extremely unoptimized and unpolished orientations. It's lovely, truly. Oh. Dum da dum. Dum dum. The snow is blowing so loud. It's almost done. It's almost there, for real. We're gonna have to... You think there's a lot of rocks here? You ain't seen nothing yet, dude. There are so many rocks in the new version. It's multiple rocks. And I know what you're thinking to yourself right now. Holy crap, is that the most exciting thing anyone's ever said to me? I get it. I get it. Think about it from my perspective. Being the guy putting the rocks in the map. I'm excited too. Hi, Mush. Hey, mushy mushy. Guys, good news. Good news. Mush is here. He's doing strafe runs. Oh god, he's blinding me. Hey, mushy mush. He's doing strafe runs. You're so handsome, buddy. You're such a handsome kitty cat. Look at this, dude. Look at this cat. He's so handsome. He's so handsome. You're so sweet, Mush. You're so sweet. You're so cute. They can't see me, Mush. The fuck is this stream? Someone's hacking into my computer and a giant fluffy white fuzzball is walking across my desk. And I'm about 5 seconds away from getting real political. Eat that thing. It probably wouldn't taste very good, to be honest with you. You're so cute, Mush. You're so cute, Mush. You're so cute, little mushy mushy mush. Mushy mushy mush. Mushy mushy mush. I love him so much. I am paying the cat tax. I have to give the attention. Ah! He's smacking my arm, dude. I'm scared. This fucking cat, it's assaulting me. Oh. Hi, Mush. You're so cute, Mush. You're so cute, Mush. Such a cute kitty cat. These cats need affirmations. Look at this guy. Look at that Mush. Dude, he is just zooming around the desk right now. He cannot stop. He's on one. Rum-da-dum. Ah! Mush, what have you done? Alright, we're so back. I'll miss you, Mush. $80 if you delete all that code. It's not even a code, it's a console output. I can delete it, but I'll lose about 3.5 to 4 minutes worth of work. $100? That's honestly pretty worth it. I could just restart the process. So never mind, $4. I mean, it's hours, maybe days of work. Possibly years, I don't even know. The value is so high. Not too late. Fuck. No, really, it's actually super fun to watch it load. I actually really like that. You know what we should do in the meantime is this. It's so beautiful. Biblically accurate sentinel? Yeah, true. Oh, it's right in clusters. That's the final step before the final step. That's the final step. There it is. There it is. Wait for it. Watch how many rocks are about to appear. So many rocks. Wait for it. Ooh. Sure was a lot of rocks. Let's go drive around and explore with our newfound rocks. I don't think my controller's working today. Unlucky. How does this not crash? Optimization. A lot of it. Little mongoose right there. Come in here, grab a weapon or something. Grab a little mongoose. Head on out of here. Snow hog versus Arctic hog? What's better? I don't know the difference between those two things. They sound the same to me. Yeah, this area and the side of that wall there are way too open. Not. So I think we should probably get those tweaked a little bit. The tank tread sounds sped up on the Snow Goose? Yeah, I might adjust it. It's not exactly ideal, but it's something. How are we doing here? I want to see these rocks I placed. Yeah, I'm gonna snag a hog. Honk the horn. Too late now, but I got you there. I'm definitely noticing certain areas that are way too open. I'm going to have to adjust them. I don't really want there to be massive open spaces anywhere on this map if I can help it. I'm going to try to separate them with rocks and other cliff pieces. Maybe more structures? I do plan on that, yeah. Wait, was that what I think? Oh, no, that was the fans on this guy. Let's handle this. Mateus, thank you for the 5.
So, buddy, when are we getting the grenade launcher, flamethrower, and transport Nox?
When did I agree to do all of those? Tell me that, riddle me that. That's my question back at you. Shield is down. It's exposed! It's naked! Ew! But to answer your question, pretty soon, because I don't really want to do a playtest with a bunch of warthogs that don't have turrets on them. That would suck. Excuse me. Davy Jones! 19 months of Davy Jones. When are we getting the Cortana bodysuit, he says. Glad you asked. It actually came in the mail a couple of days ago. But days, thank you for the 2. Like a week or 2 ago.
Like a week or 2 ago.
I never agreed to it. I just said it's a cool idea. Not the same thing. Okay. Different. But yeah, David Jones, it's actually sitting downstairs. I haven't unpackaged it yet, but it came in the mail a couple days ago. Technically, it's a Samus bodysuit. You paid you 2K. That's not true. That's an exaggeration. It was like... I actually forgot how much it was, but it was less than that. Oh no, the bevel texture. It doesn't match up correctly. No. I'm gonna regrade the photo on Discord. I hate that I immediately knew what you're talking about, and that's gonna be a hard no for me. I think it was supposed to be the ground texture now that I think about it. It makes more sense in a snowy environment. It does feel better already with the rocks. I definitely need more rocks. They're pretty nice. It's doing to be pretty nice. Excuse me, man. I'm dying. I need to start streaming earlier, man. I definitely gotta start streaming earlier. This is killing me. More dense tree coverage? I could. I tried to make the trees bigger in the hopes of making them feel a bit denser. There's already 400 of them. But then again, we have these useless forest areas like this that nobody's ever going to travel to. Gyarados! Thank you for the 5.
Drake, you don't understand.
Okay.
Despite you being your own person with your own choices and the right to live your life, don't listen to chat instead.
Don't listen to chat instead? Okay. I mean, that makes sense. You're right. I'm glad you said that. It actually makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Right, listen up, guys. I'm going to end stream here. But I'm going to start streaming a lot earlier tomorrow. I played a bunch of Overwatch and had an insane amount of caffeine, getting absolutely fucking goated S-tier plays earlier today. It was very fun. But I'm caffeine crashing hard and coffee isn't saving me.
How many not my proudest fat comments do you think you'll get once you wear it? I'll be happy to contribute.
1 is too many. We don't need those. 1 is too many. I'm going to assume 0 because I believe that people are good. I believe in the good in people. For some reason. I'm going to leave though, guys. I am absolutely caffeine crashing. That coffee is not helping me whatsoever. I'm going to head out, but I do want to give a huge thanks to everybody for the generosity today. I'm going to start my stream tomorrow at 4 or 5 p.m. I'm going to get it a little earlier. I'm going to push it down there. I'm going to go to bed very early tonight because I'm so goddamn tired. So I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who super chatted and to everybody who tipped. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, we're going to get this map prepared with even more cool scenery. I don't know how much you guys can really tell, how much busier the map feels with all these giant rocks and additions and things, but it feels a lot more fleshed out and full, and I'm going to add some big Halo 2 Anniversary style rocks and things in here as well tomorrow, so hopefully that'll look even better. But I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching yet again. I'll see you guys tomorrow earlier. Central Time will be about 5 p.m. Maybe even earlier if I'm just like shooting for it, because I'm really enjoying this. I think this map looks amazing right now, and I'm excited to make it look even better. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. 5 p.m. just after you woke up? No, I wake up usually like 9. I'm out of here though, you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Sorry, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Meet me there. 5 p.m. Be there, or I will